Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guild Hall and to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the Faculty of Culture and the Creative Industries. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mike Thomas, to give his address.
Good morning, everybody. Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the University Board, honorary fellows, and our graduates. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony, at which we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our new graduates. I always look forward to graduation ceremony and the chance for the University of Central Lancashire, its staff, board members and honorary fellows to celebrate such an important day for you. This is your day. I hope you enjoy the ceremony itself and the celebrations, which I know will continue afterwards. It's customary for a Vice-Chancellor to use graduation as an opportunity to comment on economic affairs, politics, or to speak about the university in general. So I'll say a few words which I hope you'll find of interest. We've had an interesting year in the United Kingdom. Here we are in July 2017, a year on from the referendum that concluded that the UK should leave the European Union. Since then, we've had a general election and we now have a minority government. But many of the radical policies that were put forward by all the main political parties have had to be diluted and watered down into a more collaborative, collegiate form in order to withstand parliamentary scrutiny. And it's interesting to note how that's happened. What's become clear as I look at you all today in your robes and your gowns, and as you celebrate your success and your talent, is that your voice, the voice of our students across England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, had a hugely influential impact on the outcome of the general election in June. Your voice, the voice of students who argued for change, to move away from austerity towards more tolerance, towards more understanding, and towards a more compassionate form of politics. Your votes really did carry the day, and no political party can ignore your voice any longer. I'm hopeful that your passion for tolerance and understanding will stay with you as you now go on in your careers. Some of you will become leaders in your field. Some of you will have influence in the arts and the cultural sectors. Others of you will work in the civic and public sectors. But never underestimate the experiences you have had in your university life and the way it will shape your thinking and influence your future. Here we are in July 2017, and next year, 2018, the university celebrates being in existence for 190 years. We've grown from the original foundation, the Institute for the Diffusion of Knowledge, first formed here in Preston on the 7th of October 1828, based originally on a radical idea to educate young people. The university has always been part of a radical movement in education, learning, knowledge, research, innovation and enterprise. We recognise in today's world our mission is to transform lives and expand knowledge and retain that spirit of radicalism, innovation and creative thinking so we can reduce uncertainty in the period we now live in. The university has a civic and an anchor role. That's the shorthand jargon that we use in the university sector. The anchor role is playing a role in our economic community, promoting economic development, creating jobs, helping firms, big and small, and to create the skills and expertise required for a developing economy. Equally, our research, enterprise and developments are focused on the economy. But as a broad-based institution, we want to help people from all walks of life to make the most of their potential. We want to mould informed leaders, creative thinkers, and bold minds. We like to think of ourselves as a university where committed people are inspired to develop their ideas and dreams. But we have an equally important civic role to uphold community cohesion, to promote and develop peaceful means of dealing with social issues. And we support our Lancastrian culture through music, arts, food, farming, agriculture, and tourism. And we do this because we believe in the university that people in our community are important and need to have that sense of belonging. In the subjects that you have studied, we continue to succeed. The faculties, under the leadership of our excellent Executive Dean, Andrew Ireland, and two of our heads of schools, who will read your names this morning, Maria Murray and Daniel Waller. We won in November the Excellence and Innovation in the Arts category at the prestigious Times Higher Education Awards for its Global Sound Movement Project, a unique digital arts initiative that captures the sounds of rare and exotic musical instruments from remote villages across the globe for commercial use, with profits donated back to those communities. In March of this year, Lubaina Himid, the university's Professor of Contemporary Art, was shortlisted for the world-famous Turner Prize, and we wish her the best of luck in the autumn when they decide who will be the winner. In the School of Art, Design and Fashion, I'd like to pass our congratulations to our graphic design student, Harriet Richardson, who graduates with a first-class honours, having won 3 Design and Art Direction New Blood Awards. Harriet's pieces followed briefs from top companies such as Sony and Adobe, which saw her create 3 award-winning standalone designs titled Creative Block, Boredom, The Board Game, and Samples by Sony. The New Blood Awards are open worldwide, and winners receive the prestigious coloured pencils, which represent the very best in design and advertising. And in our School of Languages and Global Studies, Arabic Language and Studies First-Class Honours graduate Nafisa Mohammed and Asia Pacific Studies First-Class Honours graduate Grace Varty are both receiving 2 school prizes today. They're being rewarded for the quality of their dissertations and for being the most outstanding students in their respective courses. But we recognise that our success is achieved together, staff and students seeking new knowledge to provide clarity and certainty. For in this period of uncertainty, there are certain things we know. For instance, we know today that you are graduates and postgraduates. We know that you've worked for your degree. We know there is a sense of certainty if you hold on to the values that promote and support our communities, those values that are enshrined in your university. Common sense, the judgments to do the right thing for others, compassion, to treat others with consideration, care, and honesty, teamwork, to think and act together, valuing collective as highly as individual achievements, attentiveness, to take personal and professional pride in the quality of your work, but show that you can listen and care for others as you do that work. And finally, trust, showing respect and integrity in all that you do. You are graduates and postgraduates, so observe, analyse, devise new solutions to the things that life bring you. Keep learning, exercise your intellect, and be ready to intervene as you go on with your life, and seek to make a difference. Don't worry if the babies cry, they're just our future students. Doesn't bother us at all. Make the most of every opportunity that comes along. Don't let chances and opportunities pass you by. Don't be afraid or unwilling to try new things, and be ready to compromise when you need to. We know other certainties. We know, as graduates, you have the ability to understand complex issues. We know you can be critical in making judgments. We know you have confidence to challenge. We know you have developed a value for civil society. We know this because we've tested you and you've passed that test. We therefore look to you. You are our future hope. The university provided a space for you to discuss ideas, to pursue different views and perspectives, to explore new ways of doing things and seek new solutions. But remember, there's more to your degree than a reductionist economic return. Keep those values as you go on with your lives. We know it's not been easy for you to get here today, but that must be so. Few things in life of genuine value are easy to gain, and success in a university is far from easy. The university would have demanded from you dedication, commitment, intellectual endeavour and hard work. And I'm sure that many of you here in the audience today, families, friends and colleagues, would have been called upon to provide a helping hand in that journey. So on behalf of our graduates, I would like to thank you for that invaluable support and ask that our graduates join me in sharing our appreciation to you. We are an academic community. We're dedicated to learning and supporting transformation. So I know that you would have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are international leaders in their field, and all of whom devote their professional lives to teaching, learning, and the development of you, our students. You'd have also been supported by many highly dedicated professional staff who have provided the services and infrastructure that have made your success possible. So once again, on your behalf, I'd like to thank every one of our staff in this university and ask that you join me in showing your thanks with applause. In a few minutes, the name of our graduates will be called out, and we'll applaud and cheer. Please make as much noise as you want. This is a celebratory event. Each of you will be called out by name. You will enter to the stage right here. You will cross to the centre of the stage. I'll shake your hand and congratulate you, and in Shakespeare's term, you will exit stage left. I know everyone in the audience will be as enthusiastic with the applause for our first graduate as you will be for our final graduate. We take genuine pride in your achievements. I know that you'll go out into the world and bring not only social and economic benefit to yourself, but also to the communities where you will live. Whatever you decide to do next, wherever in the world you find yourself, remember, you'll always be a member of this university. I hope at some stage you will return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful life. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduates and award holders will now take place.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Art, Design and Fashion for a thesis entitled a framework for the assessment of nursing tasks and environmental demands, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Isaiah Duroshai. Master of Arts in Antiques, Elizabeth Catherine Bailey. Colette Marie Keaveney. Michael Anthony McGrath. Master of Arts in Creative Thinking, Stephen Robert Sharp. Master of Arts in Design, Ipatios Mosiadis. Master of Arts in Games Design, Samantha Jade Batten. Joshua Camphor. Master of Science in Building Conservation and Regeneration, Elizabeth Lucy Ashcroft. Paula Smith. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Advertising, Jafar Ahmed. Hannah Barton. With the winner of the Design and Art Direction Copywriting Brief, New Blood Entry, Fighting Conceptions, and also nominated for and winner of the Lancashire Arts Festival Awards for Advertising, Charles John Bulmer. Jack McKnight. Alexander Peck. Joseph Gibson. Megan Sargent. Ashley Shearman. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Digital Design for Fashion, Serona Thompson. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Drawing and Image Making, Pilasini Bunit. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Drawing and Image Making, Alexandra Dobrowska. Luke Fox. Lauren Emma Saint. Joshua Ashley Edward Rowe. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Eastern Fashion Design, Tamanna Begum. Amber Jade Robinson. Noshin Tariq. Bachelor of Arts with honours in fashion, nominated for the Gala Fashion Show at Graduate Fashion Week, Samira Hina Akhtar. Laura Louise Bardsley. Roshanara Begum. Katie Birkbeck. Sophie Boylat. Meg Callery. Holly Cooper. Amy Jane Hartup. Chloe Gamble. Alice Rose Green. Charlotte Halewood. Amy Jane Hartup. Dion Hoyle. And a finalist in the Sainsbury's 2 label competition and nominated for the gala show at Graduate Fashion Week, Helen Hyde. Lisa Jackson. And a finalist in the Sainsbury's 2 label competition and nominated for the gala show at Graduate Fashion Week, Rebecca Ann Louise Johnston. Ellie Kidsley. Stephanie Lawless. And finalist in the Sainsbury's 2 label competition, Annabelle Lawrence. Amy McCarthy. Beth McLaren. Nadine Nuttall. Hayley Parker. And nominated for the Gala Fashion Show at Graduate Fashion Week, Alison Jane Potter. Amber Jane Pride. Francesca Puller. Rebecca Randall. Kirsty Richardson. With the winner of the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Fashion Design, a finalist in the Sainsbury's 2 label competition, and nominated for the gala show at Graduate Fashion Week, Amelia Catherine Robertson. Charlotte Elizabeth Wallace. Shanyi Wang. Laura Jane Wellsby. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion and Brand Promotion and Journalism, Dafine Bikaba. Hayley Chamberlain. Jaleesa Hanley. Kirsty Moody. Ankarad Helen Rees. Bethany Sarah Sherry. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion and Brand Promotion and Photography, nominated for and winner of the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Fashion and Brand Promotion and Photography, Georgina Atkinson. Emma Carney. Ellie Hughes. And the winner of the Graduate Fashion Week New Media Award, Chiling Angie Sheck. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion Brand Management, Cassandra Flor Brandau. Catherine Breshka. Lucy May Cade. Chao Chin Kai. Amy Doherty. Lauren Greenland. On Juan Gong. Lucy Holt. And shortlisted for the Graduate Fashion Week New Media Award, Gabrielle Mazuriameni. Lois Leslie Mackenzie. Buki Olawoyo. Reese Orton. Lorna Danielle Parker. Lorna Jessica Patterson. Carly Roberts. Phoebe Joyce Street. Erin Jennifer Williams. Chao Lin Yi. Abby Young. Chin Yi Yang. Yanan Chow. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion Design, Melissa Sarah Jane Gibbons. Bing Hong. Katrina Elaine McPeak. Melissa Gibbons. Rebecca Marley. And one of 4 finalists in the Alicia Dixon Little Black Dress Award in association with Graduate Fashion Week, Amy Morris. Jodie Smith. Evie May Thornborough. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion Promotion, Sophie Salam Al-Kayat. And shortlisted for the ASOS Future Talent Award communication entry, Shannon Beasley. And the winner of the Bon Marché Fashion for All Award at Graduate Fashion Week, Caroline Bowden. Daisy Bunting. Amy Burgess. Eleanor Teresa Christmas. And shortlisted for the Graduate Fashion Week Fashion Marketing Award, Emily Liana Clayton. Lois Dean. Elizabeth Fieldsend. Martha Gatley O'Neill. Grace Hadley. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Fashion Promotion, Jessica Mary Ann Hartley. Jasmine Hassel. Jessica Frances Hutchinson. Natalie Miller. Hannah Uzi. Mary Helen Roberts. Maisie Ella Vari. Sophie Varley. Hannah Watson. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fashion Promotion with Styling, Jasmine Armitage. Olivia Bannister. Elle Burns. Eleanor Doyle. Jessica Ann Foran. Bethany Louise Harris. And the winner of the ASOS Future Talent Award communication entry, Emma Hill. Elizabeth Hornblower. Portia Kay. Jade Emily Cooley. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Fashion Promotion with Styling, and shortlisted for the Graduate Fashion Week Drapers Publication Award, Alex McKevitt. Laura Catherine McVeigh. Jessica Walsh. Georgia Rose Garside. Dean Saxon. Eleanor Standfield. Kirsty Watt. Katie Wellens. Alice Werrett. Danielle Whitaker. Georgia Williams. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Fine Arts, Leanne Edgius. Jerry Allen. Matthew Atherton. Bethany Rose Banks. Elizabeth Blandell. Benjamin Burgoyne. Esther Sismadia. Laura Donnellan. Holly Elizabeth Donnelly. Georgina Helen Mary Flower. And the winner of the Steele Prize for Art, awarded to one full-time student within the area of art to support their work as an artist after graduation, Anita George. Lynn Hamilton. Janet Hartley. Stuart Hulker Collins. Bethany Jones. Cladna Logan. Ryan Marno. Annie McAfee. Christopher McCloskey. Olivia McFadden. Hannah Monkman. Azra Motala. Rebecca Nixon. Stacey Payne. Chelsea Phelps. Emily Rose Pye. Zara Sakir. Alex Seddon. And nominated for the Steele Prize for Art, Katrina Jane Taylor, Emma Victoria Waite, Laura Amy Wakefield, Georgina Watson, Emma Wellens, Esme Whiteside, Samantha Williams, Emma Louise Willis, and nominated for and winner of the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Fine Arts and nominated for the Steele Prize for Art, Jack Anthony Woodward. And nominated for the Steele Prize for Art and selected for the class of 2017, double negative, a list of the Northwest's top fine art graduates, Beta Robel. Ling Wen Chang. Bachelor of Arts with honours in graphic design, Ellie Blako. Amy Rose Brooks. Joshua James NL. Ryan Anthony Gray. Monica Malgorzata Jakubic. Jamie John Keir Evans. Lewis Morgan. Sarah Mullen. Stephen Olverson. Jack Robert Richards. And awarded Best in Show at the Degree Exhibition, Daniel Riley. Sarah Roberts. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Graphic Design, Yumna Kami Saeed Al Sabri. Mariam Mohammed Khalfan Al Mughazwi. Emma Louise Ashton. Simon Becks. Hannah Bird. Chelsea Lee Blakeway. Danielle Leah Glennon. Lucy Charlotte Griffin. Jack Hamer. And nominated for the Design and Art Direction John Lewis Brief, Ashton Louise Hoban. Dean Makala. Stephanie McCallum. Benjamin Michael Moffat. Nicole Murphy. Jack David Parker. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Graphic Design, and nominated for the Design and Art Direction Hasbro, Arjo Wiggins Paper and Adobe Briefs, and winner of the School Award in recognition of the highest APM within art, design and fashion, Harriet Richardson. James Smith. Benjamin Story. Adam Mark Allen Taylor. Matthew James Anderton Thomas. Scott Tomlinson. Ben Williams. Rebecca Williams. Michael Wood. And nominated for the Design and Art Direction Amazon Fresh Brief, Amy Wooding. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Illustration, Alice Bohannon. Sarah Jane Docker. Robin Sarah Doughty. Amber Dugdale. Keris Jasmine Eden. Abigail Page Evans. Sarah Harris. Emily Lewis. Chun Lin Mack. Callum McGoldrick. Claire Alexandra Miller. Jamie Lee Pilkington. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Illustration, George Townley. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Interior Design, Alexander James Austin. Rebecca Simone Barker. Corinne Brazier. Kellyanne Cooper. Jack Ian Crawford. Christiana Gibella. Shahad Jadet. Siaka Raman. And nominated for and winner of the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Interior Design, Heather Ellen Saunders. Thomas Southwell. Zoe Underwood. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Product Design, Alexander James Cook. Christopher Davison. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Product Design, Kaylee Louise Dobson. Rebecca Fernandez. Ryan Philip Gibson. Mark Gordon. Connor James Julian Grant. Jake Owen. Jack Rassor. Anthony Snell. Matthew Leonard Joseph Walker. Rachel Ann Marion Wilson. Amber Griffin. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Textiles, Henna Ali. Rachel Breyer. Rhiannon Ernest. Anna Jane Guy. Molly McPhee. Hansa Naz. Nadia Noor. And nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Textiles, Jennifer Louise Ogborn. Kate Stenson. Gemma Colleen Sunter. Paige Wilkinson. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Visual Merchandising and Promotional Design, Mia Buckley. Christine Edwards. With the BA Hons External Examiner Awards for Visual Merchandising and Promotional Design, Jessica Howarth. Yasmin Nadia Masumi Assad. Charlotte MacDonald. With the BA Hons, Best in Show for Visual Merchandising and Promotional Design, Catherine Teresa Mooney. Lauren Jordan Northfield. Claire Slinger. Hayley Jane Thompson. Bachelor of Science with honours in Architectural Technology, Aaron Froggatt. Joey House. David Kenyon. Recipient of the Chartered Institute of Architectural Technologists Award, James William Taylor. Bachelor of Science with honours in Architecture, recipient of the Cassidy and Ashton Award for Best Final Design Scheme, Yusuf Saeed Al-Kafaji. Openyemi Adiola Amoson. Pierce Chapman. Karolina Juskovic. Nominated for the Lancashire Arts Festival Award for Architecture and recipient of the Grenfell Baines Award for Outstanding Performance at Part 1, David Aaron Seth. Recipient of the School Award for Most Improved Architecture Student at Part 1, Charlotte Mary Sumner. Foundation degree in Arts in Creative Makeup Design and Practice, Sarah Bayari. Sophie Berry. Danielle Dempsey. Jessie Dieppe. Sarah Fairley. Elaine Hindley. Christina Lee. Michelle Magill. Nicole MacDonald. Laura Penny. Caitlin Rainford. Holly Starr Score. And awarded Best in Show for Creative Makeup and Design, Nicola Smeaton. Jodie Sweeney. Chloe Towns. Nicola Carol Vardy. Eleanor Weldon. Foundation degree in Arts and Graphic Arts, Darren Gall. Michael Allen Kelly. Owen Morris. Rebecca Rourke. Tetsa Similkuwa. Jay Smith. And awarded Best in Show at the Foundation Degree Exhibition, Ryan Wilson. Foundation degree in Arts and Graphic Design, Lucy Elizabeth Dillon. Kaylee Marie McDonald. Kaylee Ann Paget. Nadeem Iqbal Patel. Stephanie Smith. Katie Rebecca Williams. Stephanie Adele Wright. Foundation degree in Arts in Visual Merchandising and Promotional Design, Leah Ann Furneaux. Ruth Lewis. Andrea Mucka. Heather Pritchard. Kate Robinson. Thomas Rothwell. Helen Jane Thornton. Ferdousi Shuma Wadud. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Art, Design and Fashion.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present the awards gained in the School of Language and Global Studies for a thesis entitled An Examination of Successful Language Use at B1, B2 and C1 level in the UCLan ESB speaking tests in accordance with the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Shelley Marie Byrne. Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages with Applied Linguistics, Josh Igo. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Arabic for International Business, Hazra Adam. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Arabic Language and Studies, Ramon Jaji. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Asia-Pacific Studies, Sebastian John Butler. Kieran Dowdall. Amy Garrod Rogers. Duncan Jack.
Eliza Khalid. Agnieszka Kulczycka. Yasmin Lockmillis. Matthew Bernard Lofthouse. Georgina Shepherd. With the Heather Senior Prize for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Michael Taylor. Melania Torrecilla Martin. With the School Dissertation Prize in BA Hons Asia Pacific Studies and the School Prize for Most Outstanding Student in BA Hons Asia Pacific Studies, Grace Delphine Varty. Katarzyna Marta Wawrnek. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Management in China, Samuel Davidson. And with the School Prize for Most Outstanding Student in BA Hons Business Management in China, Laura Jane Foot. Olivia Hodgson Barnes. Eleanor Kometz. Coral Simpson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Chinese Language and Studies, Jimmy Nathaniel Day Winter. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Combined Studies, Paula Hardman. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in English for International Communication, Saime Goeslas. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in English for International Corporate Communication with German, Maria Utos. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in English for International Corporate Communication with Spanish, Josephine Grano. Janine Loeffler. With the School Prize for Most Outstanding Student in BA Hons English for International Corporate Communication with Spanish, Saskia Jacqueline Vlagin. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in German for International Business, Alexander Griasta. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Business Communication, Shagufa Abdul. Yoshiko Fuji. Alicia Montemea Garrido Perez. Sarah Gaubert. Jai Wendu. Michelle Catherine Hilbert. Nella Holachova. Laura Sophie Huber. With the School Prize for Most Outstanding Student in BA Hons International Business Communication, Louisa Eibig. Rika Kanaya. Yukari Nakashima. Duygu Oez. Marco Leitinger. Janina Lunge. Fatma Shahinla. Anna Shanyavaska. Mo Tekuchi. Cindy Paula Untekolfa Marino. Wenyi Yang Wang. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Business Communication with French, Lilian Chewenka. Johanna Dawn. Maren Anna Mowat. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Business Communication with Spanish, Lisa Marie Kattinger. Samuel Zeisberger. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Arabic and French, James Barker. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Arabic and Spanish, Alexander Thomas Nielsen. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, French and German, Claire Elizabeth Brown. Michael Brown. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, French and Spanish, Natasha Root. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Japanese and Chinese, Julio Marquez de Barros. Gisela Siapno. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Japanese and Korean, with the Richard James Award for Most Outstanding Student in BA Honours Modern Languages, Catherine Vivian Kadi Boyer. Aidan Ross McFarlane. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Japanese and German, Dean Christopher Topping. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Japanese and Spanish, David Bautista Welts. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern Languages, Spanish and Korean, Shanae Rochelle Hippolyte. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Teaching English for Speakers of Other Languages with Korean, Amy Jo Lucas Knight. Sophie Ratcliffe. Lauren Elise Robertson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Teaching English for Speakers of Other Languages with Modern Language Studies, with the School Prize for Subject Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages Teaching Practice Award, Camilla Ann Stevens. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages and Japanese, with the School Prize for Subject Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages Outstanding Professional Practice Award, Max Wilfred Brooks. Charlotte Cooper. Amy Beth Jarman. Dion Johnson. Jessica Lawrence. With the School Prize for Most Outstanding Student in Subject Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, Eleanor Longson. Rosie Kate Dorothy Moore. Benjamin Vassell. Ben Walsh. Bachelor of Arts with honours in teaching English to speakers of other languages and Spanish, Shanette Hanks. Bethany Smith. Bachelor of Arts with honours in teaching English to speakers of other languages with modern language Spanish, Stacey Can. Bachelor of Arts with honours TESOL with English language, Hannah Shinagawa. Combined honours Japanese with film production, Marek Antoni Slognicki. Bachelor of Arts, Modern Foreign Languages, French and Korean, Marie-Charlotte Lazare. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in fashion, Alice Jane Potter. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Language and Global Studies.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I now call on Sana Iqbal, President from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, friends, family and loved ones, it is my honour to stand here today and speak on behalf of students on your special day. And I would like to congratulate you all on your amazing achievement. We all know that university is more than the assignments and the exams. It is much more than the high price that you've paid to better your future, and is much more than the piece of paper that you get at the end of it, because university is an unforgettable experience. The people that you've met and the experiences that you've created are what makes each of your journeys to graduation unique and special. For most of us, studying is only one part of university life, and whether you became a course rep, you joined a sport or society, or you volunteered in a project that you felt passionate about, all of this has contributed to the graduates that I see before me today. Each of you will have shared a different path to get here, but what's important and what's special is that you all end up in the same room, crossing the same stage, and graduating together. I remember this time last year crossing this stage, and it is a true medley of emotion. The pure joy of standing with your peers, the smiling faces of family and friends in the crowd, and then the anxious wait for your name to be called, crossing the stage, shaking hands with the Vice-Chancellor, and walking down those steps, ready to change the world. In life, you may face setbacks, and in those times of difficulty, I want you to hold on to that feeling that you felt when you crossed this stage and let it guide you through every obstacle. Our generation faces many challenges. There are those who think that our voices are irrelevant, and there are those who think we are selfish or apathetic. Some may say the snowflake generation. Well, on the 8th of June, we silenced these false claims and we proved those experts wrong. There are also those who seek to divide us with acts of hatred. If there is one thing that this university is proud of, it is our diverse and collective nature. Please take that with you. Wherever you go, be kind to those who are different, speak out against hatred, and stand united and in solidarity with one another when times are hard. As graduates of the University of Central Lancashire, each of you strengthen UCLan's worldwide alumni network. Today's award is a landmark in both your personal and professional development and a stepping stone to your future success. The world beyond studying may seem like a bit of a scary place, and right now the most comfortable thing to do is to stay in your comfort zone. But don't. Now is your time to aim high. Grab all of those opportunities, accept a challenge, because that degree that you hold in your hands today is just your learner's permit for the rest of your drive through life. Last but not least, I would like to thank the families, friends, and all the loved ones that have joined us here today and supported you throughout your UCLan journey. And let's not forget all of the university staff who are extremely proud to see you here today, who have helped you to succeed. With all my heart, I wish you all the best for the future UCLan class of 2017. Now go and celebrate because you truly deserve it.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire's Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre within the School of Journalism, Media and Performance. The choir is directed by the university's musician-in-residence, Mark Goggins. The university is extremely proud of the growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The Chamber Choir has performed on BBC One, BBC 4 and on BBC Radio 3, as well as on many local civic and fundraising events, including concerts with local schools and colleges. Overseas performance includes singing at one of our partner institutions in Shanghai. This morning, the choir will sing Adiamus by Carl Jenkins.
Thank you. Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. Friends and family, there is a good photo opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras ready. So could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards. Some of you are looking rather relieved at this prospect. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard in the air, but please don't let go of it, and please make sure that it doesn't make contact with any of your neighbours. However, it is a very vigorous wave that is needed. So, on a count of 3, I would like you to wave your mortarboards in the air and give us a hearty cheer. And then we will all follow with 3 further cheers. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. That looked amazing. Thank you. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing the special day with the university community. I would like to invite you all to return to a reception at the university's Student Union building, where we will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates. And gowns can be left in the atrium at the Student Union after the event. Please may I now ask you all to stand for the national anthem. Seated one last time. To explain our exit strategy, the platform party will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. So graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall too. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure that you take all of your belongings with you. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the platform party has left the hall. You will be able to join your graduates downstairs. Thank you.
Thank you.